What's going on, everybody? It's your boys from the Victory Road podcast. This is the Husky Hokage, and as always, I got my partner with me, the Dub. What's going on with you, man?
What's happening, man? What's happening? Having a few technical issues with the camera, but it's all good.
It's all good, man. Just still happy to be here. That don't matter. We go get into it real quick. So this is gonna be a pretty quick episode. We are going to be basically discussing Xbox and Bethesda's developer direct that they did yesterday, and we're gonna also do some TLOU 2 episode. The Last of Us episode 2 that premiered on Sunday. So if you haven't seen it, spoilers for that. But let's go ahead and hop into it, man. So I know you just kind of freshly watched the rec. What did you think about it? I know you're not an Xbox guy, but what did you think of
Boo! Tomato, 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 tomato. It was terrible. It was terrible. Like, not, usually when Xbox comes with some major and massive, I'm like, okay, they did that. Like, the one thing I always give kudos to Xbox for is Game Pass. Game Pass
it?
shits on almost anything Sony does.
Hmm.
Like the premium PlayStation Network, Game Pass still manages to shit on. But
Alright.
that direct that you showed me, I felt like I wasted 40 minutes of my life.
Oh man, no, not that. No. What? Okay, so let me ask you this: Why
Okay.
do you feel like it was you wasted time? What was so you probably? So let me say this: I knew what I was expecting. So for me, I thought it was actually. I think they actually did really good because I think what they did it was more akin to. So if you were thinking it was like a showcase like they do at E3, they did more akin to what like the Nintendo Direct or like Sony does the State of Play. It was more like that, and it was basically they were giving you gameplay, little information about the
I,
game,
I hear you.
and but you still thought it was trash.
I hear you. I hear you. Dog. Let's go over the 5 games. They gave you 5 games in almost an hour. 5 games. They gave you Minecraft. Minecraft. I'm not a
Minecraft
Minecraft fan.
Legends. I know, but it's a lot
I'm sorry.
to
I'm
be.
sorry.
It's a lot of people out there that play Minecraft and Minecraft
Okay.
Legends. They showed it.
It's
So
it
go ahead.
sounded fun. It sounded entertaining. Okay.
Something to play with the kids. Something to play with the kids.
Yeah. I'm a grown man without kids. You know what I'm saying? It sounded all right. It was okay.
Okay.
I'll say it wasn't something bad to start it off with.
Okay.
Then it came with Forza. I hate racing games like that.
I
I hate
got you.
Gran Turismo. I hate Forza. I hate anything similar anything like it. I hate it.
I got you.
I like
I
the
got
Need
you.
for Speeds. I like the
Yeah,
burnouts.
yeah, that's
I
how I
like
am.
stuff like that.
I am a more arcadey racing game
Is that
person. But
exactly?
Forza, now granted, I'm with you. I prefer Forza Horizon over Forza Motorsport. But Forza Motorsport has to be one of the prettiest looking games on this
Hey,
earth, bro.
look at
Like it looks really good. Really
look
good.
at I'm gonna tell you something. Just because a woman look good, don't mean she good for you.
Oh, I get that. That's why I said I'm not playing.
Yeah. So
Let me say this: I might play it a little bit. Me playing a little bit is like jumping in, realizing that the way I drive a car on a game don't really work for me. So that's my 15-20 minutes of playing and be like, I'm good. I ain't doing it. I ain't going back to this no more.
but Marcus, they have over 500 cars. You'll never unlock those
Look,
500 cars
look.
in 15 minutes.
Look. I once again, I am not a Forza Motorsport guy. That's not my lane. I am a Forza Horizon. Forza Horizon is amazing. Like if you like Need for Speed, Forza Horizon would be something you can pick up and play. Like that's the arcade version of Forza, and it's really good. And they have a bunch of cars in that too, and they come with a lot of you can put like custom paint jobs, custom wraps on them, and everything, bro. It's fire. I prefer Forza Horizon, but like I said, motorsport. It's a lot of big. It's motorsport is for those people that pay thousands of dollars to have one of those driving things in their house where they
Oh
get the
no.
whole setup. Like it's like they get it's like a whole contraption they got to get into, strap in, and they move and everything. That's what Forza Motorsport and Gran Turismo is for. It's for those type of people. It's not for me.
So people who pay front row seat tickets for NASCAR. Gotcha.
Something along
Gotcha.
those lines. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Now this next game,
Mm-hmm.
Hi-Fi, whatever it was called,
Hi-Fi
it
Rush.
actually it actually caught my attention a little bit
Yes.
until I found out it was a rhythm based game. I said, it gave me a beautiful Joe feel
Mm-hmm.
with kind of like Guilty Gear type graphics.
So the guy who's making it or made it worked on Beautiful Joe. So this
It
might be
looks
something.
like it.
It might be something you might want to try out, bro. And I have it downloaded. I haven't played it yet because I started to play it last night, but I was too tired. But I have it downloaded because
It
Microsoft released
looks
the game. They did
it
a
looks
shadow
good.
drop the game. They dropped the game the day they did the
Right on game,
announcements on
right on
Game
Game Pass.
Pass.
So
Yes,
I was like, all right. This seems like something here.
yes,
I give him
yes.
that. And
Yeah.
then it also seems like something I wouldn't want to pay for either.
I mean, that's why it's on Game Pass. And
You
see,
see, so I think that's why I think it was
it,
perfect to go straight to Game Pass because it was
it
like,
gives me.
okay,
And see, it gave me. Looking at that, it gave me Sunset Overdrive, Jet Set Radio Future. It gave me those type of vibes just looking at it. Like, and it looks fun. I know you're not with the rhythm based thing, but it looks fun.
it did look fun. Even though it was the rhythm based thing, it did look fun. So I was like,
Yes.
okay,
And
I probably give it I could give it a spin.
yeah, and see the people, and I've seen it's been a talk of the town online on Twitter and stuff. People are loving this game. Like a lot of people are loving this game. So I can't wait to. I'm gonna pick it up this weekend. I got a few things to do, but I am gonna put in a couple of hours this weekend on it just to see see how I like it and get my review for it next week. But yeah, yeah.
Uh,
So
all
but
right.
so we had after that we had
Elder Scrolls Online.
ESO.
This game has been out. I have it on my
ES,
PlayStation 5. So it's kind
ESO
of like,
been running since like 2013, man.
yeah, so it's a bruh. So it's kind of like you're recycling the game. Oh, like, it's
Well,
technically you're not even announcing the game. You're like, oh look, we're gonna give you 8 minutes of our DLC. It's like, bro, get this out of here, bro.
but you see, for you, I get hold on one second. Want to give a shout out. What's going on to the sensei? Also, man, big ups and congratulations to the sensei and Miss Sensei
And
on
baby
drop.
sensei.
Yes, and the new baby bundle of joy. I want to say congratulations to them. But I get what you're saying. I am not an ESO person, but ESO has a cult following. Like it's people that they spend they whole like that's all they play is ESO. Like and once you get in, it's like I'm not one of those. I don't play like ESO, but I've heard the people that love it. Like it
I've
has that
actually played
following.
it. I
Oh,
actually
see,
played, bro. See, and it's actually pretty fun. I remember when me and one buddy I remember
mm-hmm.
logging in and seeing somebody. I think I might be lying, but I remember seeing somebody like level 800, and I think I might even seen somebody level like 1700. And
Oh, whoa.
I was like, how long had they been playing this game?
Yeah, and see, ESO one of those type of games, man. Like that people jump in and they play like they spend like it's almost like it's basically it's like World of Warcraft. It's basically like it's in
That
that
realm of
feel yeah
game.
that realm yeah like it's one of those online games where people just they jump in and they keep playing, man, and they don't stop. Like as long as they producing content, they go drop. But I get what you're saying. It's not for you, and I respect that because it ain't for me either. Like that ain't my steez, but it looked good, and I know people
Yeah.
are gonna enjoy it when it does drop. So I know before we jump on to the before we move forward, I did want to say Xbox did give release date. So Minecraft Legends is going to be dropping April 18th. Um, like I said, Hi-Fi Rush dropped yesterday on Game Pass, and they didn't get the only thing they didn't do. And this one, I'll tell you my grade for the show once we finish. But one of the reasons I gave it the grade I gave it is because Forza Motorsports did not have a release date. They just said 2023, so it'll be coming out sometime. Like I said, I am not fiending for this game, but I really wish because they've been working on this game since they announced the Series X and S at the Game Awards. So it's like this game has been in development for a long
Three,
time.
4 years.
So it's like y'all should have been ready to go before now. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but but like I said, go ahead. You can go ahead with the next game. What you had? What else?
It was called last one was Redfall or something like that.
Yes, yes, and that's.
Mid. It looked mid. It
I
looked
mean,
very.
so it's from the same people that made Deathloop. So it's
I
from
saw that, and see that was gonna be my next thing. It looked it's a free online game called Vampire Masquerade, I think it's called.
mhm,
So it looked like Vampire Masquerade crossed with Deathloop. And but what I saw, like when I saw Deathloop, I was impressed. Maybe it's my Sony bias playing in.
mhm.
When I saw Deathloop, I was impressed. When I saw this, I was like, okay, vampires, vampire hunters, cool. That's what I got. I
I
didn't really
mean, I get that.
like
I'm
they
gonna
didn't.
go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Nah, they really didn't amp it up like the
Hmm.
way they amped up Deathloop. Like when they had Deathloop, they're like, "Oh, you gotta kill these folks. You gonna
Yeah,
die this many times." I was like, "I'm gonna die? Oh, but I get these pop. Like I gotta do all this in one day. Word, bet." And then it was like, "Oh, vampires. You go to this village, your safe house, and you get to chat with other survivors, and they're gonna give you missions." I was like, "All this seems familiar." Granted, sometimes you could redo the wheel, and sometimes redoing the wheel can be fun. Sometimes redoing the wheel will bring you joy. But I just didn't. I was like, mid. Like that. My opinion should be go straight to Game Pass. Another straight to Game Pass game.
it's going. That's where it's going. You know, that's all these games that we talk.
But there's,
They they're going to Game Pass. They are going straight to Game Pass,
I don't
and
know. It might get downloaded. It might not. I don't have Xbox, but that's my mindset. It might get downloaded. It might not.
so I'm going to honestly give it a chance, but and it's dropping on my birthday. It drops May 2nd, so I'm gonna definitely give this game a chance to give it a play because it looks kind of fun. I don't One of the things I don't like, two things I don't like is the fact that you can you cannot, like, once you choose your character for your career. I mean your playthrough, you can't change your character.
I
Also,
didn't catch that.
yeah. Also, you can't, like, if you're playing co-op with someone online, you cannot. Basically, it doesn't carry over. So, say I'm hosting I'm doing the hosting, and you and somebody else come join my game. We play through that. It does not carry over to your game. That progress does not carry over to your game, and which is like that's not. I really, and that part I don't like. But like I said, I'm still gonna give it a chance because it has a story. I know Arcane Austin usually puts out a good story, so I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna give it a shot. I thought, like I said, I was expecting Redfall, so I was excited to see what we got from it. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot. I know, like I said, I know how you feel, but
It sounds
I'm gonna
thorn
play it.
together. It
I ain't gonna
sounds
say that.
thorn together.
I don't think that. I think it's gonna come with
Skip,
something.
come on, Skip.
I get what you're saying. However, I am going to give this game a shot, man. But overall, for me, the show was a B plus. And like I said, and that's the only reason I gave it a B plus is because we didn't get a release date for Forza Motorsport. Like I said, even though I'm not looking for it, I still think they should have dropped the release date for that. But it's hopefully it'll drop sometime in 2023. My most anticipated game from them right now is still gonna be Starfield, and Starfield is gonna be getting its own show. Which my speculation for Starfield is not coming out until, ooh,
2024.
nah, it'll be this year, but it's gonna be like
I ain't gonna lie,
October.
big dog.
It's gonna be like September, October of this year is what I'm thinking. So
I ain't
that's
gonna lie,
that's
big
what I'm thinking.
dog. I think I saw a room there. Hold on, maybe they're
Mm-hmm.
the thing I saw, it said it was getting pushed back to that date.
Yeah,
So
see, that's why. So when they initially did, it's supposed to come out last year in
because
November.
of Microsoft layoffs, that's what it was.
Yeah, so they had a lot of that going on, but Microsoft laid off like it's gonna
A
lay off
lot of people.
up to 10,000 folks, man, and I really hate that for those people. I hate that happen. Um, and that's another topic I want to talk about. We'll say that for later, but with that, I think it's gonna affect it. But my thing is, I wasn't expecting Starfield to come out until like anywhere between September and November of this year. They were gonna. I knew they were gonna push it back to that far. It wasn't gonna drop in the summer or the first part of the year. I didn't think it was for me. But like I said, and besides, the first part of the year, it's too crowded. It entirely too crowded. So just
It
look at
is. It is.
it like you look at what's coming out. So like Red,
Dead Space dropped today, I think. Actually,
yes, and then on top of that, Redfall, the game that Redfall drops the first part of May. Then like a week or two, a few weeks later, Zelda drops. Then
mm,
after that, you coming with Diablo 4 dropping this summer. Also, you got Final Fantasy 16 dropping this summer. Street Fighter
mm.
is dropping this summer.
See,
Yeah, so that's
uh,
like it's the summer is taken up. Like there's no reason. Like that's why I say you trying to push that out during the summer, you might as well give it the right amount of time and give it its right own space and like drop it in the fall. So that's just my
you got a point there.
opinion. But so like I said, I gave the show a B plus. I already know you said it was garbage for you. You want to put a letter grade on it? You want to give them what you want to give?
Let me think. I was gonna go F minus, but I think I give it a. Uh, I'm gonna be nice. I give it a C minus. C
Okay,
minus.
Hey, and that's fair. That's fair.
Because like I said, the hi-fi, I think that's going. I think that really carried the show. Um, Even though I hate Forza, I know that's like one of the premier Microsoft games, so I know that was pretty exciting for some people.
Yeah,
Um, like you said, not a Minecrafter, but I know people love Minecraft, and
yeah,
also
yeah,
it just for me it wasn't an exciting show. So
yeah.
I was hoping I was gonna see something about Fable, maybe some about
Nah,
like the old
nah.
Republic, or
So
you know what I'm saying, some Doom, Bethesda, or
yeah, yeah,
all these
yeah.
studios. I was hoping to see something. I was like, ooh, this gonna make me buy an Xbox. I
so
didn't see nothing that made me say that.
so I will say during the during the E3, which is in we'll get that in the summer. We'll have E3. That's where you'll see those. That's a showcase, and that's where you'll see. That's where you'll see those that type of thing. Where they'll pull out they'll pull out like the CGI trailers and some other gameplay trailers and stuff like that. That's where you'll see stuff like that is at E3. This was like
But
I said,
did
this
but didn't last year E3? So I know Sony wasn't there, but didn't Microsoft pull out or something like that too?
they say they well Microsoft they do their own show. Like it's like the
Okay.
same week of E3, but they do their own show. So
Okay, I know
yeah,
them purchase trying to Activision, I think it is.
right now
I
they're
know,
still in the trying to get Activision
yeah,
Blizzard.
I know they've been kind of like, we ain't got nothing, we ain't got nothing. You sure
But
don't look like you got much, my brother. You sure don't look like you
hey,
got much.
this it's a lot, man. It's behind. I'm with everybody on there. Like Sony, that's why I think Sony hasn't done a state of play. Like we got announcements for Spider-Man 2, but it wasn't like anything. They didn't show off Spider-Man 2, and I think
Yeah,
because just like Microsoft was trying to play the victim, Sony was trying to play the victim of, hey, if Microsoft buys Activision, man, they're gonna take over. They're gonna do this. They're gonna do this, and
man,
Sony it's the number one market has the number one market share. They're number one when it comes to console gaming. Number one. And
man,
like Nintendo is behind them at number two. But like
they
Xbox
need to,
it's
they
not
need
gonna
to
catch
quit
up right now.
playing. They need to quit playing victim, man. So I like. Like I think the the way Microsoft handles business, I don't think purchasing Activision would essentially affect too much. As long as Sony plays ball.
And my
'Cause-
thing is they, and I think what it, what the big things was. I told you my belief Microsoft is purchasing Activision mainly for, or mostly for
Mobile
their,
gaming.
yeah, mobile gaming. But everybody's so big on Call of Duty, and granted, Call of Duty does print its own money, and it's because people play Call of Duty, but like my thing is, they wouldn't have they. I didn't think they were going to be taking Call of Duty off the PlayStation platform. Like I think they would lose too much money if that happened. So,
Yeah.
but
Hey, because they did that. That'll make Sony bring back SOCOM or something like that.
but Sony is PlayStation are working on their like their first person shooter games. They're working on trying to get something. I don't know if they're gonna bring back something or if they're going to create something new, but they are working on it from what I've been told. But yeah, that was the developer direct. Like I said, I thought it was a B plus, man. I like the pacing, I like the format of it. Like I said, I knew what I was expecting. I know Doug went in and was like, "Oh, I'm about to see something," and he ain't seen it.
I
So
ain't see none. Come on, Skip.
I should have gave that was my bad. I should have gave you a little bit more of a warning, man. But yeah, yeah. So you got anything else to add before we move on?
Nah, that's it for me, bro.
Okay, okay. So this is your spoiler warning. If you have not seen The Last of Us episode 2,
Or
leave
one.
now. Or 1. Leave now. If you have it, leave now. Go watch it. It's really good. And if you got a PlayStation, go play the game. It's fun. It looks good. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in, man. So, how you feeling about episode 2?
I'm really liking differences. I forgot what the creatures were called. The clickers.
Clickers. Yeah,
The clickers.
yeah.
I'm really liking the subtle differences that they made with the clickers. Like even though like the fun would it be fun guy in this
The
case?
fun, yeah, the fun, yeah. I
Yeah,
can't
fun guy.
the
I
slope
forget what the
whatever they're called, the love. Yeah, I know.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like even though like this that kind of wasn't accurate in the game, I never seen one of them clickers kiss nobody.
bruh.
I
I
like
didn't.
how they kind of
And it was so crazy. I know some people were mad at that, or some people were upset about it. But I thought that was dope. I
for
thought it was not dope.
for
I thought it
why?
was, people be mad about everything that people do that they don't fit what they want. But I thought it was cool because I understood I kind of understood what was the reason
Yeah,
behind it.
because it was like, oh, she's already kind of one of us.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
turning. So
yeah,
let's go ahead and not necessarily finish her off because you eat her up, she gonna kind of be messed up. You know what I'm saying? So let's
yeah,
go ahead and place this little bit up on her because, like I said, it's kind of like a how they explain it's kind of like a network type thing. Like
yeah.
you
And
step on the
that was so dope.
yeah, it's like a network type thing. So like you step on it, even though I'm at the entrance and you on the seventh floor. I done woke up a whole nest on
Hmm.
the seventh floor and the 13th floor, and they know exactly where I'm at.
Yes,
That if
yes.
they would have implemented that in the game, that would have changed the way you had to play it.
And I think because so what the reason I think the way they did this here was because they didn't want to do spores. So in the game, we kind of got we got spores in the game,
Yeah,
but they didn't feel like, I don't think that would transition well because in the game, spores
airborne.
kind of stay in the same spot, whatever the case may be. But in real life, spores are airborne,
Travel.
can travel and stuff like that. So they changed it.
Theoretically, the whole world in 20 years,
Hmm.
it should have spread it everywhere.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So, so
And I never would have thought about that until
what's going on, her man? What's up, man?
yeah, cookies.
But like I said, that's why they changed it, man. Like this. So just to kind of jump back in to jump to the first part of the episode, man. The opening of the episode, I loved. So the opening of the episode, they take you back to
I
before the
did
spread,
love that.
and they went
And
in and they showed they
I ain't
put
gonna
when they got a
lie,
doctor.
that lady was bold as hell for that news scene because I was disturbed looking at that body. I was like, oh my, oh my, that
To move past that, but
yeah, I was disturbed. Like
I I,
Lord,
I get where you coming from. But so they went and got like I like how they did it because like that the type of fungus they explain from it comes from that type from that area of the world. So
mm,
so what I've been seeing is or what the speculation is they're speculating that it didn't like it came from eating it infected some bread and that's what caused the spread of it or that's what caused it to be people get beat to spoil to catch it or how it started. It came from the fungus infected some bread and or some wheat or something, and it went
yeah.
out in the world and people ate it. People got sick. People turned into the monsters or whatever. But I like how she went in. Like she went in. She reached in the lady mouth, poured the thing out, poured the pieces of fungus out or whatever, and was like, she was scared shit. She dropped that shit, ran out the door. And what got me is
When
when
they asked for that cure,
when he asked for that cure, and she was like,
ain't
Bonnie,
no cure,
but
ain't no cure, man.
she said, blow everything up right now. Like, let me take me home so I can be with my family and blow everything up. I was like, wow.
And see, when I saw that, I said, I guess they didn't listen. And then I was like, and they were like, oh yeah, they bombed it right here. I was like, well then, if they bombed it right there, how did it get out? You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, man.
how did it spread like that? And I did like the semi bonding with Ellie and Joel. I'm still getting used to this Ellie because Ellie was such a different character in the game, so soft
Yeah,
spoken,
yeah,
and this was just kind of rah rah rah. So I'm still kind of
yeah,
getting used to it, and
yeah,
it's not that I dislike this Ellie. I just kind of see the differences in the Ellies, if that makes
yeah.
sense.
I can see that. I can see that. I'm she's. I think what's with Tess gone, we're gonna get we're gonna see, Ellie is gonna kind of start to, because Ellie in the game, she doesn't come into, you don't get a lot of, or she doesn't come into her own until like it's just her and Joel. Like she get,
Hmm.
and especially when, once again, spoilers, especially like when Joel gets sick and she kind of have to go out on her own a little bit.
Yeah,
So I think she's gonna get a chance to shine, man. I think she's doing a good job right now, but she's gonna get a chance to shine. Like what she had me, it had me weak when she was when he was like, she so much was as much as tick. She was like doing that, just being funny. I couldn't help but laugh, but I'm really liking what they're doing with this. I like the changes they make from the show to the game. I like what they're doing or having to show or explain how the virus or whatever how it became to be. Because in the 11 years or however long The Walking Dead went on, they really never went into detail as to where this came from or how it came. I think the most we got was it was already in us or something like that. Like we don't understand. They still never went into a full detail of how it became or how this started happening.
it just is here.
Yeah, yeah. It's just here and we already inside of us. Something that's already inside of everybody. So, but yeah, I like that. And like I said, I love how they explain. Like they got like you said, the fungus where like Herb said, it's already in us like diabetes. As the old what they'll say, the sugars. You got the sugars, baby. But yeah, like I love how they explain the fungus where if you like you said if you step on it somewhere over here, it'll send off signals to clickers all the way over here.
Yeah. Call it the makeout fungus because that's what they're doing.
Man, but one thing also, I hats off to special effects team, the creators, for bringing the clickers to life, bruh. Like
Man,
it was creepy and beautiful at the same time. Like you look at it, was so creepy, but it looks so good because it looks like it does in the game.
exactly. And it didn't look like it wasn't no weird like CGI or something like that.
No,
Just kind
bro,
of like
that was
it
makeup.
looked authentic. Yeah.
Yes, that was real deal makeup, bro. I'm like, man, when I tell you, I was like, when it first popped up on screen, I was like,
There you
oh,
go.
yeah, yeah. When they, when you hear the noise or whatever, and then they, like I said, when he saw him, he turned around and kind of screamed. I was like, bruh.
I
They did
also
an immaculate job.
I also like the fact that Ellie got kind of scratched again.
Yeah, yes,
Just
I
to
like
kind of
that.
show them like, hey, this is legit. Like
Hmm.
I can't get infected. And I did like how what's her name said, yeah, you can't get infected, but they can still tear you apart.
Exactly, exactly. I love that, man. But it's really good. I can't. I know this next episode they are going to be going introducing a Bill and Frank. So I'm looking forward to that, man. This is gonna be a good episode coming up.
Yeah, because I actually put my boss on it at work.
Yeah,
He's never played the game, so he was like, "Nah, he wants to play the game." I said, "Don't play the game. Watch the show, because now, like, if you go play the game, it's gonna spoil it for you. Just
yeah, or at least wait till after you finish the show, and then you can go back and play the game, man. Because it's
exactly."
yeah, yeah. So it's definitely worth it. So it's definitely worth it. So if you get once you finish the show, you got a PlayStation, man. Go play it. Go play it. I plan on doing the same thing once I finish the show or whatever. Our seen and know how everything is all the way through. So that's why I can talk about it, man. But yeah, man, that was all we really had. We will just come in and give y'all a quick episode of Victory Road, man. We had to come show out for y'all one time, man. And Dub, you got anything, any last comments on anything before we head out?
God bless America. That's all.
They remind me of that dude from what was that movie with Chris Rock where he was running for president? He was like, "God bless America and no place else." Anytime somebody say "God bless America," I just think they gonna come back and say that. Uh,
I know. I know exactly what you're talking about. 'Cause Chris Rock was running for president, right?
yeah, and Bernie Mac was his brother.
Uh, yeah.
I heard him say, "Man, why you hiding, man?" He had a little he had a couple of technical difficulties. That's why he
Yeah,
was.
man. Every time I try to cut my camera on, it just show this black screen, man. I guess I'm too ugly today, so
Darkness, everybody. Darkness.
darkness is spreading. Buy
But
another one, you rich motherfucker.
anyway, man. But yeah, that's all we had. Like I said, man, y'all can check us out here. We try to be here every Thursday, dropping something for y'all. Be sure to always check out the other shows we have on the lineup on Wednesdays, the Drink and Draw on Tuesdays, man. Any other thing we put out with the Blurred Syndicate, man. Also go to the blurredsyndicate.com. You can let's see if we got a code for y'all tonight. Do we have a code for them? Do
I think it
do
was what was the code? I know one time it was Victor Road and or like
we got there you go. You go to
the D&D 20. There you go.
go DND20 if you go to blurredsyndicate.com, get 20% off with this promo code, man. Get y'all a couple of shirts, handbags, whatever you need, we got it. But as always, man, remember all games lead to Victory Road. Y'all be great. We out.
Yeah.